Today I'm working on a BMW F01 head unit. It's the navigation unit. Somebody sent the unit to me, the PCB, one of the PCBs, and there's a ripped component. That belongs here on the PCB. They accidentally knocked this component off with the screwdriver, and all the traces are ripped from the PCB. Let me show you on the microscope. Okay, so this is the component, and this is the PCB. Now, the first thing I want to do is to check the position of this component. To check the position, I want to see the other side. Okay, so we have a little trace here, and it's the single trace that is very thin, and this trace should belong to this pin. Let's find out if it's here, and yes, it is. You can see it. That means the position is just like that. So this component is scratched, but seems to be okay. So in this position, as we can see those numbers and letters, it's okay. I'm gonna start first to unbend these pins. I don't want to break any pins, so I'm gonna apply flux. I just want to get rid of those leftover traces. So applying flux. A lot of you asked me about the tool shop, that it's right now under construction. It's not available, but I think in a week or two it's gonna be available. In case you want to order something. So every tool that I'm using is going to be available on my store. Okay, so remember the position. It was let's adjust the light. Maybe we can see something. So I see the letters AAA. But first we have to restore the traces. I'm gonna grind that green coating to expose the copper. And then we're gonna run some wires, maybe, or some traces to this component. I want to clean first to see all the traces. So luckily those 4 traces are connected to the same path. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's check that. We don't want to make any mistakes, any shorts. Okay, so those traces are connected to the same path, and as I see, the first 3 components, traces here, are connected as well. Oh, that's easy. We're gonna solder those 3 together and those 4 together, and we have to take this component off to see where that trace is going. I think to this resistor, but to be sure we have to remove it. Let's apply some flux. I have to be careful with the hot air because next to this component we have a plastic connector. And I'm gonna point the hot air in opposite direction. It's a thick board. Okay, so we can see now clearly that this little trace is going to this resistor. Let's put it back. Now I want to redo the solder here, soldering, not the solders, the soldering. Okay. Let's expose the traces here. I think it's enough. And here, just like that. I already made a mistake. We don't want to connect to this trace here. That is different from this one here. Okay. I just want to cut that. So I cut the trace just to be sure we don't have a connection when we apply solder. So for the next step, I want to add the wire. Let's apply some flux here and here and here. I'm gonna solder the wire in this area. It's not gonna look very good, but we want this unit working, not looking good. Okay, just like that. I cannot see the numbers of this component. Okay, now I see them. So the position is this. The component position will be raised, but there is enough room and it's not gonna be a problem. Okay, so we have a connection. Let's check this connection. Okay, let's solder this trace. Keep it in place. And just like that. Now I want to test to be sure we do not have unwanted connections or shorts. Let's clean first. So I want to test from this trace to this. Let's see, is this one connected to this capacitor. Let's use something smaller, some needles. I cannot be sure. I'm gonna scratch this trace right here a little more. And then I'm gonna test again. So from here to here. And yes, we have 0 ohms, almost 0 ohms. And now we do not want this to connect with this. Okay, we don't have a connection. Let's measure in ohms mode. 0.5 kilo ohms. Okay. And this trace, let's measure from here to here. We have 18 kilo ohms. And from here to here, we got 325 kilo ohms. Okay. And from here to here, 200 kilo ohms. From here to here, 180 kilo ohms. From here to here, 0.6 kilo ohms. Okay, so it's done. I just want to put some solder max. Oh, let's dry it first. And one last check. Okay, so this is the area I worked. It's very little. And I inspected the area and I cannot see anything else damaged. What is this? This is a trace from that component. Yeah, no other component looks bad or missing. And I think we're done. I'm gonna assemble the unit and send it to the customer. Now let's work on something else.